In this video, I will show you how to defend in FIFA 23. I'm going to give you 5 main techniques on how to defend in FIFA 23 gameplay. Starting with number 1 is Jockey to block the ball. When you're a defender or even a player in another part of the pitch, if you hold the LT button, your player will begin to jockey. In a defensive scenario, when you jockey, you will intercept the ball or block the ball. This can be used in a defensive position to intercept an incoming shot, a cross, or a pass that comes your way. Number 2 is contain the cross. There is a technique that you can use when you're defending, and that is the contain. When you're running onto a cross or trying to stop a cross from an opponent, if you hold the A button, your player will begin to press a player if you're close enough. If you have a strong defender in this scenario, the defender may press hard using their power and their weight on top of that player who may be ready to cross the ball, and you are stopping and slowing down that scenario when you hold A. There is also different ways you can use this technique to slow down the play around the pitch. This will also open up an opportunity for you to use a tackle on the player that was thinking about crossing the ball. Alternatively, when you're in position, you can go for the regular tackle, but a contain really does help you out in this scenario as it gives you some time to think. The third technique is to stay in front of the striker. When you're in front of a striker as a defender or a player in a defensive scenario, there are many advantages to this position. As your defensive position in front of the striker, you are more likely to win the ball back and less likely to cause a foul or have to chase a striker who now has open space because you're behind. This is also important to pay attention to when there is a corner or a free kick. If you're behind a striker, they are more likely to get an open look on the goal, and if you're up against a legendary AI, this can be punishing. This is also going to help you when you're paying attention to the back 4 defenders, as you are going to be able to force offsides, and you're also going to know when to position yourself when you're controlling a defender. This is extremely effective when you're trying to stop those long balls and those through balls from getting past your defenders. Chasing down a player is much harder than when you're in front of that striker. Which brings us on to our next point, which is use the flick. Using the flick is extremely helpful in that scenario where you have pressed the LB button to switch player and you don't want to be that player. So instead of panicking and pressing the LB button repetitively and slowing down those players who may have been trying to close down a play, you can use the flick with the joystick to flick in the direction of a player you want to control instead. This next technique is really going to help you when you're defending in FIFA 23 when you consider everything that I've just taught you in this video so far, and that is the strong and hard tackles. There is a strong standing tackle that you can do if you hold the shoot button or the B button, and there is also a hard slide tackle that you can do by holding the right bumper button and the X button. Doing this the correct way, you are more likely to win the ball back and dispossess the opponents. Strong and hard tackles can be extremely effective to dispossessing a team and is also effective for disrupting a play. So if you're up against a hard opponent, this is extremely helpful for dispossessing that team and also making them think twice about running towards you. Don't forget to subscribe, there's more FIFA 23 here where that came from. You should see some of that content on screen right now, check that out, and there is also a playlist for you as well. Thank you for watching this video right here on the Anthony Allen YouTube channel, and remember, you are awesome. See you in the next one.